Hello everyone, the week of Ice World is here, and along with it we have the Ice Spirit event. Now you may have found that getting these Ice Spirits are a little bit more difficult. So let's give you some tips and show you the easiest way to get them. Now I will say, when it comes to these Ice Spirits, it seems like these things are a lot more annoying than the actual Loot Goblins and Loot Goblin Rush. These things seem to just go and bounce around like crazy, and they can be a pain. Now to go and complete all the missions, all 200 of the chests or icons you see there, it's going to be 2,225 of these Ice Spirits you're going to need. And Yogashire was nice enough to post it here, breaking it all down in today's poll of are you going to spend money, spend coins, or just play this free to play? 76% of people say they're going to do free to play. Now the first thing I want to say is when these things pop up, you may not see them in the immediate start of the game, but within the first 10 seconds, usually one of them is going to be popping up for you, and you'll always find them inside the grass. Kind of highlighted like a blue aura, similar to what we see when coins are hidden in the grass. And I highly recommend that you wait till you get to your third hero or third chest of opening there before you start going and activating these things or making them pop out. Otherwise, you're just going to find yourself chasing non-stop trying to kill them. The next question is, will these things spawn in the same spot after killing them? And that is completely random. Yes, they will spawn in the same spot, but not every single time. I hung out in the little area I started off with all the way until the 2-minute mark until the vine started coming in, and it did not generate in the same spot. But a lot of times you'll go running around and you'll find that, hey, there's usually one right here. I killed it earlier and it's there again. Given that these things do spawn inside the grass, the majority of them that is going to be easily found is going to be in everybody's starting position. So I highly recommend in the first 2 minutes running around like crazy and trying to get whatever you can out of them. You'll also notice that other people pop them and then they run away. They realize they're not strong enough. So really pay attention to kind of the center or middle outer ring, I guess I would say. Not the center, but the square around the center. This is usually a spot where I can pick up a couple of them that are just kind of running rogue, and it's a nice easy way to get them. But in the fact that we do have a lot of running around to do, speedsters are going to be the biggest thing inside the game in order for you to get these. And I'm not just saying, start off by grabbing a chicken. I'm saying anytime you see a chicken, a hog rider, or even a max, grab on them. Doesn't matter if you have all three, this is going to be huge in order to grab these things. Obviously, we need to pair this with some damage dealers too, so Colt, Bow, good ones to go for. But the Archer Queen or even the tank may be a good way to go, but keep in mind that that tank does have a slow firing rate. Not that you're going to be seeing them back to back on it, which by the way, there is times I'll find 4 of them in a grass together, which is definitely a nice surprise to see. Now when it comes to what world you should be trying to go and grab these things in, it seems like Beach World is absolutely the worst one altogether, at least in my experience of playing something like 50 games so far. However though, the Ice World and the Green World I've had pretty decent results in. Now, a lot of these maps are kind of mirrored, so if you do find one sitting on one side near a tree, go and run across the other side and see if one's there. I found this happen too in the outside ring of the middle there, where I had 2 of them in some grass on one side and ran over, and sure enough, there were some in that side too. Now I did have some risky calls there, and it wasn't always perfect. There was some times where I got snagged on it, but with these boots, I will run right through other players, run right past them. A lot of people kind of had that mentality of, if he's not bothering me, I'm not gonna bother him. But if they do recognize that you are weak enough, they might strike on you and just take you right down. And similar with bosses inside the game, other players want to grab these things too. So keep an eye on who's lurking around the edge, waiting to sneak in and take that last final hit. I find a lot of times in the last minute that not a lot of people are even paying attention to this because they're chasing after the gems, they're going after the other mobs, and you'll notice that these things are just kind of running around in the crossfire. So jump on those ones too if you can. But overall, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm going to try to see how many I can get, probably complete it just by being free to play. Although I am going and purchasing coins inside the game to make sure that I am at least getting chest rewards to try to grab as much of the new heroes as I can. So curious to know what you guys think. If you guys want to know why you should never refuse another mega again, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.